Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT is here. It's time to get ready to start the live summit event and week number 4 in the US Speed Tour West in the Crew 2, Land of Dust, taking place in the desert areas of the mountain states such as Red Rock and the Grand Canyon. With Stage 4 of the US Speed Tour West will be exclusive to be in the touring car discipline, will be starting out continued on from St. George to Las Vegas. And also for episode 4 of the live Xtreme series will be featured for this event will be taking place in the Grand Canyon as well, whenever we have to go over by taking a street race, powerboat, and rallycross disciplines will be settled in. As you may ever enjoy watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the live summit event, and let's begin. Feels so excited out there, folks. Taking on Stage 4 from St. George to Las Vegas is about to go on. For only 3 vehicles are available in the bundle event in Land of Dust by having 20% discount by over 1.1 million bucks is available at the purchase. So here they are, folks. 2 cars, 1 motorcycle is on the way by having a presentation showcase. First up, the BMW i8 Roadster 2018, a German 2-door plug-in hybrid sports car to be labeled as a street race discipline. 374 horsepower and the top speed of 155 miles per hour. Very good. And also to be part as an Elite Bundle number 7 will be coming in by having a first list to be presenting onto the showcase. Next up, we have a touring car discipline. Is the Renault RS01 2016 to be coming in as a touring car discipline. But it doesn't show us the top speed and the power, but the answer is, this one might give a good perfect guess. 550 horsepower and the top speed of 186 miles per hour according to Wikipedia, and this makes a very good trophy race car we'll be going over to be in the one-make race, and also to be labeled as a GT3 race car to be in Gran Turismo Sport. And last but not least, the Rally Raid edition of the BMW R1200 GS Adventure will be coming in onto 125 horsepower and a top speed of 124 miles per hour. Very good recommend vehicle to be driving over to be participate in the Colorado River Banks to be labeled as a mixed event. So let's get ready to roll, folks. 3 cars are now on the way by having a selection list will be going over to be entered. For only 3 rewards will be acquired, except the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 has already added to your collection, will be putting up with a refund as a bonus. So let's get ready to go over to take on for the next event by having a platinum rank to be at 5,184 place. Okay, folks. For only 4 different rewards in Land of Dust includes a retro shade tint to be on the platinum to be labeled as an epic vanity item on the windows. So let's go over to participate on 3 skills and 6 events will be going in on the way. First up, taking a speed trap at St. George will be going in by having a best location after the 3rd stage of the US Speed Tour West is going faster by the Alpha Grand Prix discipline. But we all know the drill, folks. Gotta have to make sure whenever we have to choose 3 types of the best disciplines we'll be going over by having a high speed performance. So what do you guys think about my brand new livery on the Ford Focus RS Globe Motorsport Edition? But yeah, I'm just gonna have to make sure that I have to do a test run after the livery editor will be putting up with some work in progress by development. Gotta have to make sure if I could probably have to go over at the exit point at the radius. Just gonna have to turn around, pause right here, and get my Corvette to be at the ready. Alright, now let's get ready to get my C7 Stingray dragster. We'll be pumping up and get ready to go for having a full straight. Pump them up. Wait for the green zone to be on the standby, and launch I go. Oh boy, this is gonna be awesome. And first one cleared. 357.7 miles per hour. giving a thumbs up check to be complete. One in the bag. New record is well achieved. Very good. Now, next up for skill number 2, taking place in the Canyonlands for the escape. Any land-based vehicle will be selected whenever you want, but make sure we have to choose any hypercars will be recommended to be selected. So I have to make sure if I could probably have to go over with the Koenigsegg Regera or a Bugatti Divo. But this will might have a perfect route we'll be going in onto the highways we'll be settled in. So let's just gonna have to pause again and go over to the filters by disciplines. Okay, let's see. Just gonna have to quick check on the performance. Alright, gonna have to use the Bugatti Divo with the UDRS livery. The white star is about to go on. Just gonna have to turn the engine on, and one player just came in. Let's see. This one might be quite very tricky to choose any method when using the highway. So what do you guys think? Should I have to go over by choosing this lane by entering in? Let's find out. Just gonna have to drive away and go over by having an increased distance by the yards. Gonna have to keep up the pace. There you go. Looks like this is gonna be quite good complete. Stay on track onto the main road. It's gonna get a little bit much challenging to turn over by having a main route. Hopefully, it could be giving a much better chances we'll have to stay over by having a longer straight to be entered in by using the highway. Gonna have to use the nitro in case. The red zone is coming in by having an increased speed. Come on, just gonna keep going. 5,000 yards could be my main goal. Perfection. And this is gonna get nearly there. Gonna have to make it. And there it is. Over 5,000 yards, 895 yards will be added to be additional. This looks very good, and number 2 record to be well achieved by racking up by over 100,000 points. That should probably do the trick. 2 down, only 8 more to go. Next up on skill number 3, going flying on the air at Red Rock for the aerobatics. We'll be doing a figure match. We'll be choosing any plane to be settled in to be flying in the air. Gonna have to go auto switch. We'll be prepared to be selected. And this is gonna be quite good to have my HR3 to be flying over onto the skies. First one's clear. Gonna have to keep it good steady. Flying over onto the next gate. Closing up. Very good. Just stay on this good correction route, and then the match will be giving a good vigors. Aim towards the finish line. 22,711 points. Skill number 3 is complete, and going simple out there to have a nice 100,000 points to be completed for the 3rd event. Okay, I'll make sure I'll put that part to be added onto the inventory. Wow, looks like pretty simple as quick, folks. Taking 3 skills was a piece of cake. Now it's time to get ready to take on 6 events. We'll be going in on the way, viewers. Episode 4 of the Live Xtreme series for only 3 disciplines. We'll be going in by having a good selection by choosing 3 vehicles by every leg. Street Race, Powerboat, and Rallycross. Perfect selection, and going in for having a nice race at the Grand Canyon. So just gonna have to sit back and wait until the loading times is about to go in for a little quick. Gonna have to grab my Corvette C6 CR1. We'll be going in to take the first attempt. Leg number 2, we'll be going faster onto the waters in the offshore Mark 1. Final leg, Audi S1 EKS RX Quattro will be saved for last. Let's do this, folks. Let's get ready to go fast and quick, and taking 3 legs, we'll be going over onto the 4th episode.
Things are about to get rocky for our racers as they take on the American Southwest for series stop number 4. Will the rookie, who's come out of nowhere, continue their dominance? Or will the established stars regain their shine? Get ready to find out.
Okay, it's snow time, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Look out, muscle cars. The legendary C6 CR1 is going in.
The Grand Canyon is under snow. That may surprise our non-American viewers, but you should know that this isn't an unusual sight. The Grand Canyon has a microclimate of its own, one that will test our drivers' reflexes and skills.
Well, I guess this is going to be quite giving us different changes of the climate. Hopefully, I could probably have to stay on the road by having a good snow terrain. Just like having a rally race, of course. Just gonna go faster and keep using the nitro.
So anyone could jump into the lead.
That should do the trick. Take that inside corner. Born fast and born challenging to be raced around in the US, especially in the Grand Canyon, viewers. So I hope you guys already know about this event. It's going to be quite going tricky to be going in onto the snow. So, if any car, will be giving a good selection to master on every route in the first leg by using the street race discipline. This one might give a good lucky ways. We'll have to go faster by putting up with the nitro chemist. We'll have to do some tight turns. Just gonna have to go for a little standby. Checkpoint clear. Gonna have to go and slow down and take the next turn. Keep going straight. 30% on the progression. And here comes the art road.
As we switch from asphalt to dirt, it'll be interesting to see if it changes things up. Or are our drivers so skilled they won't even notice the difference?
Well, my Corvette could probably have to handle the dirt trail. And here comes the second leg. Will be reached up at the end.
How about we make some legends?
Let's set sail and take on for the rocky rivers. Gonna have to keep going faster by having a good pace. There you go. Choose on any route. Gonna have to go over by this one.
Get a load of that scenery. This racecourse is magnificent. I have no idea how the competitors keep their focus in such a spectacular setting.
I could better do this all day by every day. Gonna have to slow down and keep going in by using the line. Checkpoint cleared. Turn left. And putting up with some extra nitro and goes for the jump. And here's for another one.
This is some exceptional racing, folks. Live, the best camera system on the market, is proud to bring you Event 4 of this season's Xtreme Series. Live. Track, record, share.
Come on, just gonna have to keep going forward. But I'm still in the lead, and 3 opponents are keep going well behind. We're almost there, folks. Leg number 2 is about to end very soon. And this is where it all comes down by taking the dirt stop. Let's kick the dirt and go for the rally.
Along the Colorado River.
Fascinating work. 2 UDRS livery, and a blue color with the official variant is now staying on track. Keep things going and go over by taking the main route to be passed over onto the rallycross checkpoint. Keep going forward and wait for the next one to be at 84%.
We're about to enter a difficult portion of the race. There's a lot of tight curves, rocks narrow the passage, and it's a long way down with no guardrails. And that's even before we take into consideration the loss of grip created by the snow. It calls for careful technical driving.
Now here comes the hard part. Just gonna have to stay over and make a main focus to the bridge.
Line. Racers, if you want to make a move, it's now or never.
10% to go on the progression, viewers. Gonna have to make it. If I could probably have to go on for the final stretch. Not yet, for only one more. Hard turns goes on for the left. Kick it up with the nitro. Slow and steady and take that turn to be doing some power slide drift. And here it comes. Finish line is just up ahead. And finally, successful job well done. Yeah.
From the Grand Canyon, thanks to all of you for watching the live Xtreme series test the skills of the world's best racers. Keep on following us on social media, and watch out. Race number 5 is going to be a doozy.
Driving fast in a hard place to be going in by having a simple opportunity. This is going to be quite doing brilliant out there, but not that kind of a brilliant, and also to be good brilliant to have a record set to be achieved. Great job out there that just took part in episode 4 of Live Xtreme series is going to get much faster to be on the high limits. So next up, it's going to be going simple out there to have an ordinary street race discipline by using the BMW i8 Roadster to be at the special in Canyon. So let's see if this is going to be quite going brilliant to see what am I going to have to take special to be taking place in the Grand Canyon. Part of the US Speed Tour West after stage 3 before moving on in stage 4. Better have to save it for later because taking a trip to Las Vegas will have to be very patient. Now, I have putting up with some applied parts to be putting up with a performance level to be at 280 that might have a top speed and power will be going increased by having a good limit in the BMW i8 Roadster. So let's choose this good looking 2018 sports car. We'll be going over to be participate on an interesting course by having a sprint race. As also to be as a time attack of course.
3, 2.
This one is a natural beauty.
Here comes special number 4 of the US Speed Tour West. Arizona's Grand Canyon. 6,000 feet deep, 18 miles wide, and 6 million years old.
Wow, looks like Grand Canyon is taking place in Arizona. Maybe I should rather want to see this place because it is so natural to have a great place to be having a history in the United States of America. For this course, this is going to be a sprint race by using the BMW i8 Roadster to be going over to be explored onto the main roads to be using the avenues. Just gonna have to do some braking points onto the inside and keep using the nitro if you're installed with a nitro chemist to be added as a bonus affixes. Just gonna have to go over by taking the next checkpoint, slow down, and switch over to a different view by having a good look of the interior view. How fantastic to have a nice good looking vehicle was also to be introduced in 2018. This one might be very good and stylish to have a good ways to have a roadster to be introduced in the agency update. Along with some other types of vehicles that are types of roadsters to be giving a good exclusive by doing some important challenges since Motorflix Season 2 Episode 1 The Agency. but it is also, as a German two-door hybrid vehicle was actually quite giving a good spectacular performance, was also to be debuted in Need for Speed Heat. Along with the hardtop version, but the Roadster, it's definitely might be giving a letter I for having the 8 type model is going to be quite going awesome out there. Halfway there towards 50% in the progression, folks. Gonna have to keep going faster to win the stage and beat the time. Another checkpoint cleared. Keep going forward and slow down and take that good handling onto the right turn. Going in onto the left. That should probably give a good style for having a nice high-performance roadster. Could probably have to go over by the terrain when riding on the road. And here comes the downhill. Gonna have to go faster by the increased pace and slow down by slamming the brakes to go normal. Keep it up. Only 20% to go remaining. Time for a little uphill. Stay on track and take that next turn at the left.
Past the checkpoint they go. Close to finishing. Who will leave their mark?
And there it goes. Finally did it for having a record set for 3 minutes and 40.215 seconds. Average work. And also putting up a challenge complete by having a new paint. Win US Speed Tour events with no collision. And also, of course, Night Fever. Given the title reference from Initial D by having a good music of a Eurobeat. For only 4 events to go, and that means for only 1 touring car discipline will be coming in by having 3 rally raid disciplines. So I hope I could probably have to use the Renault Sport RS01 will be needed later on. Right now, I'll be having a main focus will be taking on 3 rally raid events will be going in to be participate by having 2 45,000 bucks rewards and a legendary loot bundle is going to be recommended to be putting in onto the orange label. But anyway, let's take on for the first rally raid event will be going in to be taking place in Red Rock. For only selection of the rally raid vehicles is going to be quite going off-road by the opening. So let's see, if I could probably have to go over by choosing a different vehicle, it's going to be quite good out there to be recommended. So let's try out with the BMW R1200 GS Adventure Rally Raid Edition to be colored in blue. This one might be very good to be selected to be putting up with the Nitro Chemist by maximum at 140.
2,
Let's go and
1.
drive onto the open wild by having a good view out there to beat the time.
You totally got this.
Alright, looks like this is going to be quite giving an extreme jump that we'll have to go over by having a full straightaway. Gonna have to stay on the handling by using a 2-wheeler. I also changed the color for this motorcycle. It's going to be quite good to be capable on driving on the off-road area. Just like the street race discipline to be drive on roads, but the open area by having a tough terrain is going to get much extreme out there to be free onto the wild. Okay, just gonna go on and take that jump. Save plenty of nitro and watch out for some incoming trees. That was a close call. Now, moving on to the next checkpoint, it's going to get much challenging to choose on any directions. Gonna have to go over onto the left side. Kick it up with the nitro. Watch out for the rocks when we're in Red Rock Valley. Well, maybe this is going to be giving a talk about reference from Gran Turismo 2. Do you remember Red Rock Valley Speedway? It was so nostalgia to have a nice good course, and later on, this is going to be quite giving some different reference calls that we'll have to give a remembrance on different locations in the US. The title Red Rock is going to be quite giving a good, interesting name. We'll be giving a good representation to have a good tribute to Gran Turismo 2's racing course that has a lot of good speedways that might come on for many corners. Coming in onto the next checkpoint to be passed on over to take the right turn. We're almost there towards 75% in the progression. Kick it up with the full nitro and go with the full speed. And here's the finish line in a far distance. Gotta make sure if I could probably have to save plenty of nitro to go maximum. Halfway there, and now this will have to use it. There you go. 2 minutes and 40.647 seconds is well achieved by having a new record. Let's see for the outcome summary. Not a problem. Almost at least to be at 100,000 points to be racking up onto some main points. This one is going to be well complete. So by using the BMW motorcycle to be using onto the rally raid discipline, and that means taking on for a mixed event will be taking place in Colorado River Fangs will be going over by having 45,000 bucks as a main reward. Daytime condition is going to be quite going awesome out there to be doing a good motocross event by having a good selection. Somehow, motorcycles is going to be quite good to be used as a motocross disciplines. Just for temporarily, because I also got 3 motorbike vehicles will be available by selection. But anyway folks, I could probably might have to keep using this vehicle. It's going to be quite good out there to have a good color blue type. So I have to use the G1200 will be going in to be selected to be at the ready. So let's go in there and take on for the starting grid.
2, 1.
One rally raid motorbike versus motocross vehicles will be going in at the start.
I'll stop talking so you can start driving.
Okay, there's no need to do some tricky skills. It has to do much well stable condition to be used as a rally raid car. Pass the checkpoint and do some good jumps. Alright, so let's slow down and kick it up with the nitro and climbing up onto the main records. But sometimes too much lane might get a disadvantage to be slowed down, so we have to make sure to keep a good well balance. We'll have to stay on the maintained position. Especially in first place is definitely might be the only main objective. The handling might be very slow, but we still do our best. Come on, just gonna keep going and stay on the pushing limits. Take that jump and pass over to the checkpoint in lap number 2. Gonna have to take the left side. The first lap definitely goes in onto the right side. Okay, slow and steady and take that push. There you go. keep a good mobility balance whenever it comes in to be passed through by having a low angle position towards the checkpoint. Come on, just gonna have to take 10% to go on the progression. The final stretch will be on the way, viewers. And here it comes. It's an over jump checkpoint finished. Now that's awesome. 2 minutes and 18.598 seconds by having an outcome record. It was doing alright, but a new record should be labeled to be marked as a memo will be needed later on. Only one more rally rate event to go, and that means it's about to go faster out there to be taking place in Arch Park Trail. This one might give a good perfect guess. We'll be going in by having a fandom. We'll be giving a good list. We'll be titled in to have a nice selection onto any vehicles will be selected by having a good choice. So I have to make sure I'll be taking a break by using the motorbike rally raid. And here comes the Jeep Moab Quicksand concept. We'll be going in to be selected to go faster by having a good push of the horsepower. But this time, it's a 4-wheel drive only we'll be taking on for having a rally raid event.
You'll make awesome time, I know it.
Let's go down the hill and take on the first turn. Is going to get much wild out there on the open. But taking a good look onto the rocks is going to be quite giving a good ways to have some nice shade. First checkpoint clear. Now coming in onto the second checkpoint. Gonna have to take the right side. More shade and more cooling down time since we are in the fall season. Okay, here comes the next checkpoint. Just gonna have to keep going forward and keep the Moab is now gonna be staying on the maintained position. Go for the power slide and stay right over whenever there might be some more shade. There you go. Checkpoint clear and the route continue on. Feels good to have a nice rally raid vehicle to be going in onto the live summit, folks. But the handling comes in by doing a power slide drift. We'll be giving a good route difference we'll have to go over besides the road. But man, exploring around the Rockies is going to be the only best place out there, including Arch Park Trail. But being an explorer is going to be the only racer we'll have to go over by having some good places to be going in by having a good quest. Now we're leaving the Rockies to be getting onto some shades, and now goes on for having an outside. Take some good handling control and take that landing spot before moving on to take the next checkpoint to proceed. Onto the left turn. 75% on the progression, only 25 to go. Going back to do some more shades, and we are in the canyon lands, folks. Go for the all-wheel drive drift. Staying on over by using this route. There you go. Putting up with some speed vortex smokes, we'll be going into the effect. And add it up with some nitro. And here comes the finish line. And here I am. right at the perfect destination for only 3 minutes and 16.296 seconds. Now that's an off-road exploration race. Almost to be at least by 100,000 points, by the way, and it was a very good race to be explored around in Arch Park Trail. Alright, looks like stage 4 is about to be ready to go on over to take a trip to Las Vegas. Almost there to be at the Platinum because I'm at Gold, viewers. Getting closer on to top 11,000 is going to get nearly there. We'll be going in by having a recommend vehicle by the restrictions we'll be using with the Renault RS01 2016 to be selected to participate in Stage 4 of the US Speed Tour West from St. George to Las Vegas. This event is going to be the perfect road trip to be using with touring car discipline to go faster by having a good roll of a time attack competition. But it is also to be giving a good color yellow to be labeled as a Group X car / Group 3. So here we go, folks. This one might have a performance level to be maximum at 320 in 934 horsepower and a top speed of 248 miles per hour. So let's do this. Let's get ready to go fast and take a quick trip to Las Vegas.
Ready for Stage 4 of the US Speed Tour West? Driving from St. George, Utah to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. Let's go in and take that road trip to Las Vegas by having a good course. Gonna have to take a good main focus by using the Renault Sport RS01. We'll be going over by having some inside turns to get some more strategies by having the attempted quick effect. Putting it with the nitro will be included because this makes a good difference like playing Asphalt 8 airborne. Checkpoint clear. Now going in onto the left turn. Pass another. The nitro is full at the ready, and here I go. Kick it up with the nitro again. Just gonna have to stay over by passing the next checkpoint to be going in and go straight over by having a straightaway run. It's like participate in the US Speed Tour East by having a good different route by having a touring car discipline will be labeled in. Okay, fast and quick. Gonna go a little bit much simple. But we're not that far yet, folks. 35% on the progression is gonna be on the progress. Gonna have to slow down. Take that nice, excellent corner. We'll be on the way. There you go. Alright, now we are in Red Rock in the Mountain States, so let's take a good look at the interior view. So this is going to be quite giving a good similarities, like a different style from Gran Turismo Sport. But it looks very the same, by the way, but it gives a little bit different schematics by having a Group X car to be labeled as a trophy race car. But however, by the way, as a Group 3 car for the same vehicle to be colored in black instead of yellow. But it might be given the only possibility that we might have some similarities on every different types of two classes by using the same car. But it looks pretty cool, by the way. Driving onto the track, and also to be labeled to be using in Stage 3 of the US Speed Tour East and West, since I've been participating for this one. Just gonna have to maintain focus onto this route, and going in onto Lake Men. After passing through onto the halfway mark, folks, We're about to get a little bit closer out there to be going up the hill. Okay, slow and steady, and regain speed by switching up onto the 5th gear, and slow down by having the next turn at the right. But here is the Hoover Dam, folks. Gonna have to pass by. This one is the best sightseeing view in America. %70 on the progression is going up. But we're getting closer to Las Vegas, folks. Gotta keep on racing, stay clean, and beat the time. Keep going forward. Looks like this route is going to be quite giving a good, interesting turn. Now we are in Death Valley, folks. But look over there on the right, folks. Here it is, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is going to be a slight focus to be giving a good destination to be stopping in onto the finish line. Time to speed it up and go over to the strip. Here it comes. Let's ace that course by having a final stretch.
Our explorers are coming up to Las Vegas. They better not gamble here. Just be the best.
And here we are, folks. We have finally arrived in your destination. 5 minutes and 46.680 seconds is now arriving onto the sights of Sin City in Las Vegas. Almost perfection by having a new record set, and this is going to be quite good to have 7 legendary loot parts for the touring car discipline is going to be on the way to be received as a bonus. Yes, finally made it on time, and that means for only a bonus by having 100,000 points is now climbing up onto the platinum. Land of Dust is complete, and we are finally arrived in Las Vegas, viewers. Moving on to the next Live Summit event is going to be on the Mazda Strip. It's going to be quite good out there to have a new RX-7 edition to be labeled as Shiro Gain Edition. It's going to be quite good to have a nice exclusive vehicle to be introduced for this update. But I mean, this box-shaped smoke to be as a common vanity item is going to be quite good to have some more currency credits to stacking up. That one might have 1 legendary part boosted for the rally raid discipline to be going over by having a lucky chances to have some nice interesting prizes will be received over by having a fame pack in 200,000 followers. Let's take a look for only 9 events will be available to be recommend. There's going to be having some 2 MX-5 cars will be labeled as the 1st generation and a 4th generation to be recommend. But somehow, this is going to be quite good out there to have 9 different events will be exclusive to Mazda. And also to be labeled as a vehicle force to be taking a good look to be trying out with the Shiro-Gon edition of the Mazda RX-7. Well, I can't wait to get that retro shade tint to be received as a prize bonus to be collected until the event is over. 5 hours left, and everything is going to be quite a-okay out there, viewers. So let's make sure to keep it up and climb your way on to the platinum by the ranks until on any different positions whenever you're going to be at. Thank you for tuning in on my video, folks. I hope you really enjoy. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads to be turned on, and the links on the description down below if you really want to see more. You can check it out on Instagram, DeviantArt, GT Planet, and other social media platforms. And don't forget to support my main project, Vision Total Drama, the next chapter of the Total Drama fan art to support the community. I'll be seeing you guys next time to continue on in the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I will see you later in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.